everyone. My name is Dr. Max, and I'm here to talk to you today about the significance of the first month after a baby is born. Many first-time parents are concerned about their roles and responsibilities in setting a healthy foundation for their baby. They want to understand the processes, tools, and methods that are crucial during the first month after the baby is born. In this talk, I will address these concerns, which can help during this critical period for both the newborn and the parents. This first month is marked by rapid growth and development for the newborn, and it's a time of adjustment and learning for the parents. Newborn babies have softer bones and skin. Their skin is often thin and spongy, with underdeveloped muscle fibers and elastic fibers. As for their bones, they are more flexible and softer than adult bones. This is because a baby's bones have yet to undergo the process of ossification, which is the process of bone formation that continues from the prenatal period through adolescence. Physical changes are also common in newborns, and they may not look like the cherubic infants often depicted in movies. Newborns also exhibit a set of reflexes designed to protect them and ensure they receive the care they need. One of the important factors for babies adjusting to the new environment is prolonged skin-to-skin contact between a mother and her newborn, often referred to as kangaroo care. It has been shown to have numerous benefits for both the baby and the mother. The mother's body can help regulate the baby's temperature, which improves survival rates, particularly for premature babies. The mother's skin has friendly bacteria that can help protect the baby and reduces the risk of infection and illness. It increases babies' weight gain, especially in premature babies. Skin-to-skin contact can also stimulate breastfeeding. Skin-to-skin contact benefits the mother too. It can help reduce the risk of excessive bleeding after giving birth, decrease rates of postpartum depression and anxiety, have a calming effect, and can stimulate milk production. However, it's important to note that while skin-to-skin contact is beneficial, certain practices like co-sleeping, sharing the same bed, with a newborn can pose risks. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends room sharing, where the baby sleeps in the same room but on a separate surface, but discourages bed sharing due to the increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome. As for baby wing, or carrying your baby in a carrier while doing chores, it can be a great way to keep your baby close and engaged while leaving your hands free. It can also help soothe a fussy baby and make breastfeeding easier. However, safety should always be a priority. Make sure the carrier supports your baby's back and keeps their airways clear. Also, be mindful of activities where a fall or injury could occur. During the first month, the baby's basic needs are eating every couple of hours, and mother's breastfeeding is essential to the baby's health and growth. A mother's diet can affect the quality of her breast milk, and therefore, it can impact the baby's health. Here are some recommendations for what to eat and what to avoid while breastfeeding. Breastfeeding mothers might need to eat a little more, about an additional 330 to 400 calories a day, to give them the energy and nutrition to produce milk. Opt for protein-rich foods, such as lean meat, eggs, dairy, beans, lentils, and seafood low in mercury. Choose a variety of whole grains as well as fruits and vegetables. Drink when you are thirsty, and drink more if your urine appears dark yellow. You might want to drink a glass of water or another beverage every time you breastfeed. Mothers should avoid alcohol. It is not recommended to drink alcohol on a regular basis while breastfeeding. Having a glass of wine with dinner once in a while is okay. Limit yourself to no more than 2 to 3 cups, 16 to 24 ounces, of caffeinated drinks a day. Caffeine in your breast milk might agitate your baby or interfere with your baby's sleep. Fish high in mercury like shark, mackerel, and swordfish should be avoided, and foods with artificial sweeteners should be limited. It's important to note that every mother and baby are unique, and what works for one might not work for another. If you have any concerns, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider. Sterilizing feeding bottles and other feeding equipment is important, especially for newborns and infants up to 12 months old. This is because their immune systems are still developing and they are more vulnerable to illnesses. Sterilization helps protect your baby from harmful bacteria that can lead to infections, particularly diarrhea and vomiting. However, some sources suggest that sterilizing bottles and nipples is mostly unnecessary if your water supply is reliably clean. Thorough cleaning with soap and water gets rid of almost all germs. But for newborns who are formula-fed, you may want to boil the water for 1 minute and then let it cool for 30 minutes before preparing the bottle. On the other hand, oversterilization or the excessive use of antibiotics can have adverse effects. It can lead to microbiota perturbation or dysbiosis and impaired host immunity to infections and vaccines in humans and mice. In infants, since the microbiota is immature and the immune system is not fully functional, the consequences inflicted due to antibiotic treatment are more severe and long-lasting than in adults. In conclusion, it's important to strike a balance. Sterilizing feeding equipment is crucial for protecting your baby from harmful bacteria, but oversterilization can potentially have adverse effects. Sleeping safely and frequently is an important part of a baby's physical and mental health during this period. Here are some tips for preparing a newborn for sleep. Use light strategically. During the day, allow plenty of sunlight into the house or take your baby outside. Put baby to bed when drowsy, not asleep. This can help your baby learn to fall asleep on their own. Avoid overstimulation at night. Try not to stimulate or wake babies when you feed or change them during the night. Keep the room cool, dark, and quiet. This can create a conducive environment for sleep. Swaddling. Wrapping your baby snugly in a blanket can help them feel safer and more secure. Room sharing, not bed sharing. Having your baby sleep in your room for the first 6 months can help lower the risk of SIDS, but avoid letting your baby sleep in your bed. Some parents may be concerned about their baby scratching their body and face while moving their hands and feet. While there are no specific statistics on newborns scratching themselves, it's a common occurrence due to their uncontrolled movements and sharp nails. Here are some tips to prevent your baby from scratching themselves. Keep the baby's nails trimmed and smooth. Babies' nails grow fast and can be sharp, so regular maintenance is necessary. Some parents choose to put cotton gloves or mittens on their baby. However, this should not be done all the time as babies need to develop finger motor skills. Dry skin can cause irritation or itching, leading to scratches. Retain moisture in your baby's skin by using a fragrance-free moisturizing cream. For newborn babies and during the first 2 months, wrapping them up with a blanket when they are sleeping can prevent unwanted scratches. Remember, every baby is unique and what works for one might not work for another. It's important to be patient and flexible as you figure out what helps your baby sleep best. Bathing, changing diapers, and dressing your newborn are very important. However, newborns don't need a bath every day. 3 times a week might be enough until your baby becomes more mobile. Be prepared and have everything you need at hand: a baby bath or clean washing up bowl filled with warm water, 2 towels, a clean nappy, clean clothes, and cotton wool. The water should be warm, not hot. Check it with your wrist or elbow and mix it well so there are no hot patches. Gently clean your baby's body, paying special attention to creases under the arms, behind the ears, around the neck, and in the diaper area. After the bath, wrap your baby in a towel and dry them thoroughly. When changing diapers, have everything near you, such as a blanket, wipes, and diapers. Clean your baby's diaper area with a wipe. For girls, wipe from front to back. Let the area air dry or blow on it gently. There's no need to use rash cream or powder unless needed. Put the new diaper on and secure it tightly. Make sure the ruffle is out. When dressing your newborn, dress your baby in layers, which traps heat between the layers. Thin cotton clothes work well. Footies are pants with built-in feet, which eliminate the need for baby socks or booties. Onuses are practically synonymous with baby clothing. They cater to the needs of a tiny human who's unaccustomed to wearing clothes. Choose natural fabrics, close-fitting soft and cotton baby clothes that have a low fire danger label and no loose trimmings. Keeping babies in an ideal room temperature is beneficial for a newborn or infant. Room temperature is generally between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 to 22.2 degrees Celsius. This temperature range helps to reduce the risk of overheating, which has been linked to sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. If you are leaving your baby in just a diaper, it can be safe and beneficial in a controlled environment, especially if the room temperature is proper. Here are some potential benefits. In a warm environment, being in just a diaper can help your baby regulate their body temperature better. Allowing air to circulate around your baby's bottom can help prevent diaper rash. It may make diaper changes easier during the night. Some babies may sleep better without the restriction of clothing. Always remember it's important to monitor your baby to ensure they are neither too cold nor overheating. If your baby is sick or the room temperature is too cool, it's better to dress your baby in appropriate sleepwear. Direct airflow on a newborn is generally not recommended as it could potentially cause discomfort. However, using a ceiling fan in a room with a newborn is generally safe and can even have several benefits, provided certain precautions are taken. A ceiling fan helps maintain a comfortable room temperature, which is crucial for safe baby sleep. By circulating air, a ceiling fan can prevent the buildup of allergens like dust mites and pet dander, which can disturb your baby's sleep or cause allergies. Ensure the fan is securely installed and maintained. Regularly check for dust accumulation on the blades, as this can affect air quality. The fan should be set on a low to medium speed to prevent it from becoming too cool in the room. Monitor room temperature to ensure it remains comfortable and doesn't get too cold for your baby. The fan should be placed or directed in a way that it circulates the air in the room without blowing directly onto your baby. This way, your baby doesn't get cold, but the room stays ventilated. As far as parents taking their baby outside the house and exposing them to the outside environment, most pediatric health experts agree that babies can go outside right away, as long as parents follow some basic safety precautions. There's no need to wait until the baby is 1 or 2 months old to take them out and about. However, some doctors recommend waiting a bit before taking your little one into crowded spaces where they may be exposed to high levels of germs, especially during COVID-19 surges. Here are some safety measures to consider when taking a newborn outside. Dress them in weather-appropriate clothing. Double-check the baby's outfit to make sure it's weather-appropriate. You'll probably also want to have a spare outfit or blanket packed, in case of an emergency change or if extra layers are needed. Have a sun protection plan. A little sunshine can be nice, but baby skin burns easier, so you'll want to make sure that it's covered with clothing and a sun hat or hidden in the shade. Avoid crowds. Try to avoid taking your baby to crowded public places, like malls, movie theaters, and airplanes, especially during the first few months. Wash your hands, and make sure others do, too. Always ensure that anyone who holds, touches, or feeds your newborn washes their hands first. In conclusion, becoming a parent for the first time is a life-changing experience, and it's natural to feel a mix of emotions. Here are some tips to help make the transition to parenthood more pleasant and stress-free. Establish a parental plan. Discuss how you will address a wide range of issues, such as handling visiting in-laws, who's going to get up in the middle of the night, and how each of you feels about letting a baby cry. Postpone energy-draining projects. Extreme demands like marathon training should be put on hold by both parents until after the baby's first year. Plan for baby's arrival. Before the baby is born, create a schedule of daycare drop-offs and pickups, plan downtime, and date nights. Stock up on essentials. Having essentials like diapers, wipes, clothing, and feeding supplies beforehand can alleviate stress once the baby arrives. Take care of yourself. It's important for you to take a break. Try sleeping when the baby is sleeping, or ask your partner or another caring adult to watch your baby while you take a break. Pause the pressure to be perfect. Keep in mind that there really is no only way to be a parent. Styles and approaches can vary. Bond with your baby. Bonding happens during the first hours and days after birth when parents make a deep connection with their child. Physical closeness can help form an emotional link and help your baby develop in other ways. 1. Handle your baby properly. Support your baby's head and neck. Cradle the head when carrying your baby and support the head when carrying the baby upright or when you lay your baby down. Keep your baby healthy. To keep your baby healthy, anyone handling your little one should be up to date on their vaccines and help only if they feel well. Remember, parents play a crucial role in setting a healthy foundation for their baby. This involves providing emotional support, bonding with the baby, helping with feeding, taking on household chores, taking turns for night duties, and encouraging rest. Fathers, in particular, can provide emotional support for their partner, bond with the baby, help with feeding, take on more household chores, spend time with older siblings, take turns for night duties, and encourage the mother to rest. Also remember, every baby is unique and what works for one might not work for another. It's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider for personalized advice and safety guidelines. Thank you for your attention and participation. I hope I could address your and many other parents' concern on their role and responsibilities as parents is setting a healthy foundation for the newborn baby during the first month after the baby's arrival. If you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to ask or share. I wish you all the best for your newborn baby and a happy new life experience. Thank you and have a good day.
I rock the world with my AI. I'm the best, there is no one's better than me. I'm the king.